Sorry. Oh, love you too. All right. Happy Friday, everyone. I am coming to you, in the middle of the afternoon because the baby's asleep, kids are in school, and every time I try and do it at night, something keeps getting in the way. So coming to you live right now. I'm like cutting off my head here. Maybe I can move this up a little bit. Sorry. Technical problems. There. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody had a good week. And I had a great week. I was out at Ding Darling this week twice. I was out there on Tuesday afternoon and on Thursday morning, just painting live along the drive. I actually did. What painting did I do? I have one of them out down here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I did this out on the drive yesterday. And it's fun because it's just open air and I'm under a tent and people are biking, driving by and I'm painting and they stop by and we're, distanced away and I wear a mask and they just come and watch me paint. So I did this one yesterday out there painting live on the drive. And these are some of the birds that are out there. That is yellow legs is what that one's called. Like that's literally the name. I have a little sandpiper, an egret here, a snowy egret. And then an ibis. Wow, I cannot do the meteorologist thing with the backwards. Anyway, so the next time I'm out at Ding, next week I'm off out there, but then the following week, which is the first week of February, I'll be out there on Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 1, painting along the drive. And then on Friday, I'm hosting art journaling walks. They are so much fun. I take groups of 10 because that's what the CDC guidelines are. I take groups of 10 and we go out on this walk. It's about 3/4 of a mile. And we get to this area that has like a covered area. And then you can see it on these canals and there's all these birds in there. And we all sketch together and we kind of write notes about what we're seeing and that sort of thing. But it was so much fun the first time. So much fun. And I was, it stinks I can only take 10. So I'm doing 3 on Friday. So I'm doing 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 12 o'clock. So it's just an hour long. You can stay out there longer, but it's just an hour long out at Ding Darling. You have to sign up on Eventbrite. It's free. You have to sign up on Eventbrite. And I'll put a link on there on my social media here today so that you can sign up. But when you click on the link, you'll just see like all the upcoming dates for that time. But there's also more times. So you just have to kind of navigate that Eventbrite to find them. And then during Art Fest, I am actually going to be downtown Fort Myers painting live, and I'll be inside a building, part inside, part outside. My artwork and products will be inside the building. It's on the corner of First Street and Henry Street. So it's just like a block off of Art Fest. And so I'll be down there during Art Fest weekend, probably 8 to 5 each day. But I hope you can come out and see me. So that you'll if you're downtown and you're in that area of Art Fest, you'll be able to find me. So I would love for you to come out there and see me. And I'll have a bunch of artwork there and I'll have a bunch of my products. And speaking of products, I'm talking forever here. Speaking of products, I have signed on with a clothing company in Orlando. And we've been coming up with designs and they made one of the first shirts with one of my sea turtles. It's like a sun shirt, super cool. I'm gonna have those at Art Fest as well. And I am also working on this right now for potentially a shirt too. So I'm going to do a palm tree and kind of work it within the space so that we can reproduce it for products. So that's what I'm painting live. Enough of me talking. Oh my goodness. I'm going to talk your ears off here. And I forgot white paint. Here we go. But it's been so fun, like developing all these different products and stuff. And I picked up another store that I'm in. I'm also at Ding Darling's second store. They have like the store that's in the visitor center there at Ding. And that's a great store. But they also opened up another store and they're focusing more on artwork. For right now, I'll get more products in there. But for now, I'm doing some of my painted clothing. So I painted up 2 baseball caps and an octopus shirt and a jean jacket. And so that's for sale out there right now. Actually, I just painted up. Just painted up this little hat for myself that I wore out at Ding. It's just like a little fluorescent thing. And I like this one because it has like the ponytail there. But anyway, so I'm starting to sell like kind of some painted clothing, but I'll definitely have like reproduction kind of shirts and work that I'll also have at Art Fest. So again, lots of stuff, lots of ways to come and see me in a safe way. And I hope to see you guys. Sign up. I'll send out some email blasts and things about the upcoming events. And go to my website, byrachelpierce.com, and you can find out some information. I'll send out information there. But yeah, exciting. I have more jewelry that came in on my Mahi line. That's super cute. I'm going to put that on my website for sale. And it's exclusively for sale at Gulfstar Marina on Fort Myers Beach. It's right next to Doc Ford's. They have everything in mine. They have my originals prints, framed prints, matted prints, jewelry line, Tervis cups, coasters, wine stoppers, greeting cards. What else do they have? That's a lot of stuff already. Yeah, so they have all of that stuff out there at Gulfstar Marina in their marina store. And then they exclusively sell, I made these like fish lines. So this one has like mahi on the top, and then it's just kind of an abstract on the bottom. And so they have this whole line out there. But I'm gonna throw them on my website too. So exclusively at Gulfstar Marina and my website. All right. So I'm gonna try and get this palm tree going. So when I did this, it's, kind of an abstract background, bright colors. I mainly wanted it to look like this kind of like funky sunset sort of thing. So I like to have my palm trees kind of curved. Like they're like drifting out, like kind of reaching the water or whatever. So, and you start big at the trunk at the bottom, to give the illusion of them being farther away, getting smaller on the top here as I go up. And then, palm trees are all groomed different ways. So if you ever pay attention to palm trees, some of them have that like diamond shaped pattern going all the way around. Others are just kind of like groomed, and they're just like look like little rings all around. Some of them are very smooth. So there's lots of different types of palm trees. This one, I'm going to do it where it's more of like different lines kind of coming at almost like at an angle. Because I like to do the shadows on that. And to me, they just have kind of some fun, irregular shapes. And yeah, so it's been fun doing all these different things and getting out, and I love being at it. Dang, everybody's in a good mood because they're all outside in nature. The weather has been absolutely perfect for this whole month that I've been out here. Hey, Peggy Lee, TGIF to you, my friend. Thanks for joining me. Miss you. Hope to see you soon. Maybe at the Marco Island Center for the Arts Gala, which everyone, if you want to get tickets, it's outside open air gala. They have all kinds of safety measures in place, like 60s theme. I just bought what's the name of that dress, Pierce? Eva Gabor. Like vintage dress I just bought that I'm gonna wear to it. So fun. But I'm gonna be the host of the evening. So you all are invited to that. It's the last Saturday of the month, which I think is actually the last day of the month too. Oh. That actually just got a little too thick at the top there. Oh boy, making mistakes right at the beginning. Let me just erase this. The great thing about paint is if it's still wet, you can just wipe it off, or you just paint over it, right? All right. Yeah, so these art journaling walks, people that I've talked to are like, oh, I can't even draw a stick figure, or I can't even do this. It's an experience thing. We're all out there together. We're all out there enjoying nature and taking it in. And part of being an artist is seeing things. So I point things out, and I show you how to kind of see depth on things and how to see lines and kind of training your eye to see things, because if you can see it, you can replicate it. But believe it or not, I promise you, you will leave with learning some new things. And I just kind of share what I do. I'm not a teacher, but I can share. So it's fun. And sign up your kids too. If they're doing virtual school and you have them home and you want them to take part, bring them along. That'd be super fun. I'd love to have your kiddos. my kids are like, Mom, we want an art lesson. I'm like, oh, sure, great. Bring your sketch pads. What do you guys want to do? They said portraits. And I'm like, oh, let's just go right for the hardest thing, let's do portraits. So we did. And I kind of just gave them some tips on stuff and how I was taught and at school and just seeing things and just teaching them like, oh, the eye in proportion to the ear and how big the ear is compared to the rest of the face and where you have indents and how the eyebrow is to so we had a fun little class, but don't worry, we won't be doing portraits on these art walks. It'll be much easier and simpler. And I kind of, there's people of all different levels the last time. And some people, really, this was like their first time drawing in eons. But I helped them find their style and help them work with their skill set. And it was fun. Like it was really, really fun. All right. So these are going to be coconuts. I'll kind of shade them in here shortly, but just kind of get the general shape in. People always ask if I sketch and stuff, and I don't, but I kind of sketch with white paint, I guess, like what I'm doing now, because it's easy for me to wipe off. And then, if I'm going to sketch something, I might as well just start with paint, and then I don't have pencil marks or chalk on my painting, which chalk is probably a little bit better to use, just because pencil is hard to get off your canvas, and then you're stuck with pencil marks, which I've actually seen artwork in various locations, and I can see the pencil marks from when they sketch stuff. Oh gosh. What? Oh. So I'm just going to kind of get some of the shading in here so we can kind of more easily see what I'm doing. But the reason people are asked oh, well, why aren't you actually, doing Art Fest? I'm going to be down there. Well, one, I'm just kind of starting off on this art journey, and I don't have any of the setup to be in a festival. I don't have the tents. I don't have the boards. There's really expensive setups for those art festivals. And you have to have everything bought and ready in place, because you have to audition, sending your what you do and that to get accepted into the show. Well, that probably took place months and months and months ago. And so I just really don't have the setup to do art shows. And then if I did, that's a total investment. And then I'd be doing art shows on the weekends. Well, I don't want to do art shows on the weekends, except for this one because it's here. I want to be home with my kids. So, here's, I think that's our landscapers. We're adding some more shrubs and stuff around our house. So they were nice company, local company, doing some work for us. All right. So I'm just trying to get in some of these coconuts, and then I'll start getting in the palm fronds here. But I guess since I've been painting a lot of palm trees, I just feel like every time I'm driving, I'm just looking at the tops of palm trees and how they kind of fall, and how the top ones some are a little bit shorter, but the most part they just are kind of falling and arching. And I've been looking up a lot lately. Actually saw a really good palm tree when I was out on Sanibel, and I pulled over and I studied it and I took some pictures just to kind of really solidify it in my head. And people are probably like, oh, what a tourist taking pictures of palm trees, but I'm putting this in a pretty bright green. I'm probably gonna add in, believe it or not, blue and some other colors here. I really like to have it where the leaves are moving, as if there was some wind on this canvas. pretty much in all my artwork, I like to show movement. What from sea turtles to flamingos to birds, I like to show them, walking, flying, swimming. I just like to make it the illusion of movement. So I just think it adds interest, keeps your eyes moving. Let's see, I think I need a photo. I'm gonna have to do a lot of shading on this to really get it to come out from this really bright backdrop. I need the palm tree to be the star, and I gotta make sure that sometimes if the palm tree, if the fronds are going around, if you're looking through, the one side they're going this way out and the other side they're going this way. So you almost get like this checkerboard pattern on it. I'm really excited. So basically when I signed on with this shirt company, they sell to shops, mainly beach shops, because that's kind of like their thing. And they sell to shops all over the United States. So when those shops, when they go to market, when those shops pick out my designs, then, it's kind of like a royalties thing. But it's so fun because then I put my signature on it. So my signature is like on these shirts and stuff. And it's just really cool. It's another avenue and way to really show my artwork and reach new people and all that. Okay. Definitely going to add in some more colors to this poem when I get here. Okay. Hope everybody has some fun plans for the weekend, whether it's going to the beach or, whatever. I don't know. Are people starting to make plans? It just seems like a lot of people are out and about. I mean, okay, so at Ding Darling, it's wide open and, there's tons of room and it's open air. But I just had a lot of people visiting me throughout the whole day. And I just was like, wow, it just seemed really busy. Well, then the person, because you have to pay to do the drive, it goes back to Ding for conservation efforts. And when they said, because I was there for like 3 hours yesterday, 650 people came through. It's good. It's a good number. That is a good number. Sorry, Eric. Hi. Sorry. I got my emails on my watch, All right. Oh, I'm going to keep going with this. I had a couple from the other coast come to my house to pick up a painting I had done for them. And it was, I really loved it. It's one of my favorite ones that I've done, especially recently. And it was 3 sea turtles, but it was had this bronze color in and really dark at the bottom, like deep turquoise, a little bit of black and that bronze, and then had really good movement. So it almost looked like the sun kind of filtering through the water, and because there was pops of white and cream coming through. And then I had the 3 sea turtles, and I always kind of like to get them kind of swimming up, and the other one, they're all kind of looking different ways and swimming. And then I put in 2 little hatchlings that were one was kind of diving down and the other one was kind of floating nearby. And it was really sweet. So they actually, I posted pictures of it on my my art Facebook page. So if you see it, that is the one. I think I posted it, yesterday. That was a really fun piece. I have some really cool, interesting commission pieces that I have coming up. I'm doing a duck for a realtor. She's got this whole slogan for her realty business. That's really cool. So it's a very symbolic painting for her with her business and how she operates. And I love that when they give me the meaning behind it and then I get to help create it. So I'm doing that for her. And that's probably gonna be one of my next pieces because she wants it in time for her birthday in February. And finishing up a piece for another lady that's an abstract, but then hidden in it is gonna be her family, like just kind of like not so much silhouettes, but just kind of more of an abstract thing. So I'm working on that one actually right now. And then I have a bear painting I'm doing for someone in Texas. And that one has meaning too, from a sculpture that they have in their house. And I'm creating a painting to go with that. And then, what else do I have? Those are three like very distinctive different ones that I have coming up, or that I'm working on, or will be working on soon. Gonna get a crate made for painting them, shipping to New York to a doctor that lives out there, and she has bought one of my pieces and it was smaller. She's like, "Oh, I really want something bigger." And I was like, "Okay, well, we can get that made." But a lot of times if it's a smaller painting, I can put it in thick cardboard and put like foam around it. But this one's so big that it's gonna have to get a wooden crate built for it. So nice weekend project for my husband. Okay. So a lot of times with these licensing deals that I have with these various stores, they just take my existing artwork and then they work it into like the clothes. But a lot of times I make my artwork go off the canvas. So like the palm trees go off the canvas. The citros are part way on, part way off. There might be a full one, but then some partial ones. But for these clothing companies, it looks really strange if you have a palm tree and a shirt and then it ends like a straight line. So that's why I'm doing this one, the full palm tree on it. And yeah, making it so it's the full thing. I kind of have it where almost kind of looking up under it so that you get like the sort of this umbrella look. Okay. This isn't like the most ideal time because people are at work or busy or lunchtime to be doing a Facebook Live, but maybe folks will be watching it on replay. So if you're watching it on replay, thanks for watching. And okay. I don't want to get the palm tree too symmetrical or perfect because that's just, even though I'm like in this like crazy color thing, I just don't want it to be too, I guess, predictable. Gotta watch the time. Gotta get my kids from school too. I have to work on that a little bit more, but yeah, I'm gonna put a little more yellow in this trunk. Like this Naples yellow. Oh, and I'm also painting a mural for someone. And let's see, and I'm gonna try and tackle that in February when I get it done because it's outside. I want to get it done before rainy season, but it's a big one. It's like 40 feet by 10 feet, 40 feet long by 10 feet tall. And it's gonna be kind of like it's gonna be a tennis themed one. So I'm really excited about it. I've been doing up sketches for them and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Just bought a bunch of like mural paint. I'm gonna try it out. I don't know. I plan on using some like high-end like house paint on it just because it's outside and it's gonna have the elements. I really want to make sure that it fares well. And I'll when it's all said and done too, I'm gonna coat it with a protected sealant, so that it will last for years to come. Trying to get the lines on this so you can kind of. Oh, thanks, Robert. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to see because I have lights on. I need lights to paint, and it's nice to have lights when I'm doing this live. But it kind of makes the painting washed out, so you guys can't really see all the whole thing. But you can kind of see it, right? Yeah, a little bit. But okay, I'll keep thinking. Yeah, I've been, this marina, I did like this really fun mahi jewelry and marlin jewelry, and it's based off some of my paintings. Oh, they're so fun. I totally bought pieces for myself because they're just so bright colors, and I love wearing all of that stuff like these, and they're fun shapes, and I like wearing a little marlin on my ears, it's fun. So here, it's like what people catch, and yeah, so I'm all about it. Sounds like I'm going to be taking a fishing trip coming up soon, so yeah. I'm going fishing in like eons. We have lots of kids and their stuff and art business and all this other stuff. It gets where, it's hard to fit everything in. I think I'm going to have one of these fronds kind of coming around. Yeah, it's coming along. Mm-hmm. But again, I'll put those art journaling walk links on there. There's going to be, so I kind of have the schedule out at Ding from now until April set with a few more additional events that we're gonna sprinkle in. And then this summer we'll come up with a whole schedule too, because I'm the resident artist out there for the entire year. And then kind of the culmination of all of it is that I'll have an art show out at the visitor center when towards the end of the year. And all the paintings that I've painted out on the drive will be available there, and you can see them, and it'll be fun. And then the folks that have seen me painting everything and were out there and watching me paint, it's kind of cool too, They're like part of it. What I really wanted to do was like an art piece where I get everybody to kind of paint part of it, and then I kind of make it all work together. But COVID, it's hard. I'm like, I don't know how to make that work other than having everybody have gloves, but then that's a lot of like waste, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be something I can do this summer. Maybe we'll see how everything plays out. Let's just say I'm not discounting anything, but I'm also like making plans with what we can do now. Mm-hmm. Still emceeing events. So I'm emceeing coming up is, like I was talking about, the Marco Island Center for the Arts Gala. I am helping out with the wine festival. I'm the featured artist, and so I help out with the child art. We're actually painting the painting with the child tomorrow morning. I'm going to be going to their house to help their little ones, 2 of them, paint a painting that'll be auctioned off at the wine festival. It's just a very symbolic piece for it, just kind of representing the kids that are helped by the wine festival, and then they hang up the piece at the artwork at Golisano Children's Hospital. So they have this whole wall of all the different art pieces that the child artists have created throughout the years. And so I'll be working. I did the one last year with little girl named Ellie Cat. And then this year I'm going to be working with another family. So we'll be creating that tomorrow morning. So I'm pretty excited. Oh, thanks, Marjorie. Yeah, so this is like a palm tree that's going to be for a clothing company. And I'm just trying to get the image right and the shape right for them. So yeah, fun stuff. But I've been on for a little while. I shared a lot of information with you guys. Sorry, information overload here. But basically, come on and see me at Ding if you're able to. I'll keep posting reminders on when I'm going to be out there. Sign up for one of my art walks. Come see me downtown Fort Myers the first weekend of February. I'll be down there basically like 8 to 5 each day at the corner of First and Hendry Street. You'll see signs. I'm going to be out there live painting and then have like my artwork for sale inside and then my products. So I hope to see you all somewhere, and a lot of it's open air and if it's inside the masks and all that. So we'll make everybody feel comfortable. But anyway, thanks for joining me today. Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend, and be well. Bye, everyone.